and we are working on sit and down and stay today. So sit, looks like this, sit, yes, good girl. As soon as her little butt hits the floor, we're marking it with a yes and then giving her her reward. Good girl. Look at me, look. Stand, sit, yes, good girl. Good girl, ready? Stand. So we start off with just putting the treat right to her nose to get her to go where we want. Stand. Come on, stand. Up, 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 up. Yes. Sit. Yes, good girl. And then, as she gets better at it, stand. Sit. Yes. I don't have to have the treat in my hand anymore. She'll just follow. Stand. Stand. All the way up. Come on. Don't be lazy. Come on. If she can't seem to get it, then you take that treat back to her nose. Stand. Yes. And sit. Yes. Good girl. And the hand signal goes like this for sit. And this is stand. Ready? Stand. Almost like you're pulling a string at her nose. Stand. Come on, up, up, up. Come on, stand. Good girl. Ready? Sit. Yes. Good girl. Now, it's important to have good timing. As soon as her little butt hits the floor is when you want to mark it with that yes. It's the same concept as using a clicker when you train. You can mark it with a click, or I just use my voice. I just say yes, and then she knows that she's done the right thing, and then she gets her reward. Now, if stand, if she doesn't do what I ask, so like right now she's not standing, stand, stand, I'd say to tell her she's not doing the right thing. Stand, come on, stand, come, touch, yes, good girl. Okay, let's try that again. Sit, yes, and then she gets her reward. So as soon as that butt hits the floor, she gets the reward. Okay, now from a sit, we want to teach her to do a down. Come here, baby. Sit. And I'm putting the treat right at her nose, and I'm saying down, and I'm pulling down and out. Yes, good girl. And as soon as these elbows hit the floor, you mark it with the yes and give her her reward. Down. Yes. Very nice. Good girl. Good girl. And the hand signal for down is basically you're just pointing to the floor. Look at me. Look. Down. Now notice, if I'm pointing at the floor, but I'm several inches up, she thinks it's a different command. She doesn't totally understand that I'm still saying to lay down. So I'm going to go back, down, yes. So that I'm sure she understands it. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Up, 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 up. Come on. Now she's too comfortable. There you go. Ready? Down. And again, give her time to think about it. Down. Yes, good girl. That was really good. Ready? Okay, you guys sit back up. Come on. Up, up, up. Come on. Come on. Ready? Down. Yes, good girl. Now, obviously I'm not always going to be on the floor and pointing to the floor to get her to go to a down. So eventually I'm going to have to be standing up and tell her to go to a down. But like I said, she doesn't generalize that. So you have to do it little bits at a time. So for instance, right, up, up, up. Come on, sit, sit, come on, come on. You're getting lazy. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Touch. That's a girl. All right, sit. down. Yes, good girl. So that time I was several inches up. Okay, come here. Sit. Down. Down. Just thinking. Down. Come on. Reminder I have the treat. Down. Down. If it's too hard for her, we go back. And reminder what a down is. Good girl. Okay, come here. Come. Touch. Yes. Ready? Down. Down. Come on. Down. Look. Down. Come on. Down. You can see how hard it is for them to figure it out. But once they've done it a few times, then it's like a little light bulb goes off and they figure out exactly what it is you're asking of them. Okay, ready? Come here. Up. Come. Touch. Touch. Go on. All right, ready, set. And down. Down. Yes, good girl. So eventually, as I work with her on this and we get further and further up, I'll eventually be able to be up here and say down. And she'll go to a down. Once you're able to do that, you start putting distance between you and the dog. So that, you'll be just a foot away and then 2 feet away. And eventually you'll be able to say down from across the room and they'll go to a down immediately. But it takes time and you've got to practice. All right, Debbie. Sit. Down. Down. Come on. Down. Yes, good girl. So she'll get it, but we do have to practice in little bits. Good job. All right, you want to do stay? Okay, come here. Touch. Yes, good girl. All right, now, sit. Now, she's in a sit. When you're teaching stay, you do it in little increments, just like with down and sit and everything else. You don't want to do too much too fast or she'll be overwhelmed and she won't get it right. You always want to set her up for success. So, come here, girl. Ready? Sit. Stay. So you start with building the duration of time. Yes, good girl. That she stays still. Stay. Yes, good girl. Do that several times. Stay. Yes. And then, once she's built the duration of time that she can stay, you're going to build in distance. Stay. Go 1 step back. Yes, good girl. Stay. 2 steps back. Yes. Stay. 3 steps back. And I'm not worrying about how long she holds it. I just want her to get used to me being away from her. Yes. Good girl. And this is the hand signal for stay. Yes. Good job. Stay. Yes. Nicely done. Okay, come here. And then you want to release her from her stay. Touch. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Okay, come here. Same thing with down. Ready? Down. Down. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Come, touch, touch. Come on. You get lazy. Touch. Come on, touch. Touch. Come on. Come on, girl. You can do it. Touch. Yes, good girl. Sometimes you have to up your energy a little bit when they get lazy and they just are like, yeah, I'm going to just hang out here. Right? All right, ready? Come here. Come. Turn this way. That's a girl. Sit. Down. Down. Yes. Stay. Now, once you can kind of build the duration of time, so she broke her stay. She got distracted with a noise over there. Come here, girl. Joey. I think there's a cat. Joey, come. Come here, girl. Joey, come. Come here. Yeah, she was curious about the cat. We're going to check that out. Come here. All right. Sit. Down. So it's hard with a distraction like a cat making a noise. Stay. So you want to build in distractions a little bit at a time. Sometimes I'll just do a little tap with my foot or a clap with my hands. Stay. Yes, good girl. Okay, ready? Down. 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 Come on. Down. Stay. 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 Yes, good. So as you can see, I'm just adding a little bit of distraction. Okay, good girl. Okay, come here. And I'm going to get a toy now. Come here. Ready? Sit. Stay. Sit. Stay. So as soon as she sees an object that she wants, she forgets about that stay and she is going to break the stay. So I need her to build her endurance to be able to stay even with the distraction of a toy. Stay. Yes. Sit. Stay. Okay. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Nice job. So that is the basics of how to teach sit, down, and stay to a puppy. And it takes, several months to get to a point where she's really going to have a solid stay and she's not going to budge. But you work on it a little bit at a time every day for a few minutes, and that'll get more and more ingrained in her brain, and she'll be more likely to hold her stay and get much better at self-control. Good job. Come here, baby. Come. Touch. Yes, good girl. And that's how we do stay and sit and down.